everybody, and welcome inside the Mountain America Community Iceplex for some Saturday night hockey action here in Tempe, Arizona. My name is Lachlan McTagg. Joined alongside me here is Parker B. We have the second of a two-game series between the Denver University Pioneers and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Parker, last night a decisive victory for the Sun Devils. They won 10-1, but today DU is on a back-to-back.
Yeah, they played earlier this morning against GCU, dropped that game at 10-2, and played here last night, lost 10-1. We'll see what's in store tonight, though, Lachlan.
And as the Arizona State starters are being announced just in front of us here, more team news on the Arizona State and the injury bug and the flu bug hitting this team hard after their Midwest road trip last week.
Yeah, Arizona State going with the 10 forwards and 7D alignment. Jill Ketchum was injured as well last night, and in net it'll be Quinn Eatinger. And as the starting lineups are being announced.
And as well for Denver, it appears Lindsay Taylor will start in goal. In the same building she gave up 10 last night. The coaches for Denver are in a little bit of a predicament here, playing 4 games in 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, if you're your coach, you're playing for your goalies at this point. Last night, the goalie Taylor saw a lot of shots. They're going to need a lot of help from the bodies in front of her, blocking shots, doing whatever they can to really help her out tonight, because she's going to need it.
So we'll have a short-handed Arizona State team taking on a DU team, looking for something to prove, looking for something to build on as this weekend road trip in Arizona continues. The anthem will come right up next, and then puck drop to follow here on Inferno TV. We are back and just about ready here for puck drop. Denver 7-6 on the season coming into this game after Parker mentioned dropping this afternoon's contest at Arcadia Ice Arena across town in Phoenix to GCU. ASU 13-3-1, undefeated in the WWCHL conference this season, looking to continue that perfect record here tonight.
Yeah, and they're looking to Eatinger and net tonight, 7-1-1 on the season, 2 goals against average. She's been rock solid, along with Carson Hellman, who got the win last night, made 12 saves. Didn't need much, but we'll check in with Mahir Sinhasan, our sideline reporter.
Yeah, guys, as we've seen throughout this series, we saw it yesterday in the first game of this doubleheader. It's all about what this team can do, especially off the bench. A lot of names that are going to be out, including Helly Martin and including Carson Hellman today, but Lindsay Ellis has talked about it throughout this entire series, that it's just that great attitude and getting someone out there that can really show out. And for Coach Ellis, it was really about Maddie Messenbring last night, saying, quote, she always has a great attitude, and a fiery attitude is always wanting the puck. I think her game is finally coming together in her senior season, and that's where she's starting to show her points. Maybe she can get some more after a really great showing yesterday. Guys, back to you.
Perfect timing as the puck is dropped and we are underway. Pladsen controls for Arizona State, moves it in the middle, too far. Now Satara will chip that by. 2-on-1 breaking, Satara in front for Murphy, just behind her. Now DU trying to attack with speed, out of their zone. It's off the stick of Siwajek. Now in the middle it's Murphy, carrying it across the blue line before getting it as far as Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer flips it to Moan. Taken quickly by Logan Satara. All over the ice last night. Threw it to the net. Murphy looking for a stick in front. Missed her. Cycles low. Now battle along the half wall. DU comes away with it before Bridle picks her pocket. Bridle fires, blocked by Dahlheimer's stick. Now Moan looking cross ice. Hit Bridle. Moan still has the puck. Now it's Hackett who will dump that in to the Sun Devil end. Hannah Coons recovers the puck. It's her winger Bridle in the middle for Craig. Craig misfires on that pass. Comes out in the middle, but Craig gets it back across the red line. Craig cutting wide. Oh, beat her defender wide, and the first penalty of the game will come with 18:51 left to go in this first period.
Yeah, Sun Devils utilizing their speed there. Craig taking the puck wide, using her speed, and Pioneer skater takes her down. Arizona State will head to the power play.
So it's Cassie Doherty who will get the gate for tripping. Sun Devil power play looked very dangerous at all times last night, controlling a lot of zone time. That was the name of the game for the Sun Devils last night, as Murphy will take the draw against O'Leary. Murphy wins it back. Too strong, and it split the defenders of Craig and Radcliffe. Craig will give chase now in the neutral zone to Radcliffe. Radcliffe being hounded by Bourbon. Anna Bourbon still on her, now hands off. In the middle for Craig. Craig protecting the puck, getting to the soft area in the offensive zone, sets up for Radcliffe at the top. Tipped on goal just wide. Sydney Paulson down the half wall, Craig. Craig surveys, cuts to the middle, has got time. Craig deep slot, now working in the low slot, in front. Oh, had a player wide open there. Paulson misfired. Radcliffe will recover that clearing attempt off the stick of O'Leary. Radcliffe over to Lutch in the middle, too far for Paulson, and that will get cleared the length of the ice by Shockett. Radcliffe will restart the breakout for the Sun Devils. Had some trouble with the boards there. For banking it for Sam Murphy in the neutral zone, who leaves it for Messenbrink. We mentioned a hat trick last night, but nothing doing there. Now here's Jarvis. Banks it for Anita Fleming. Now is blocked there by Chelsea Donovan. Now Fleming headmans the puck in the neutral zone. Here's Pladsen carrying it through. Pladsen working down low, surveying behind the net. Pladsen gains the zone all by herself here. Virtually untouched. Pladsen will settle down before working it down low to Satara. Satara walks back near the dot in front. Looking for Messenbrink. Good defensive play by Laura Davis. Davis back on this puck, but Messenbrink wins that battle. Fleming on the half wall, throws it towards the net. Tipped by Satara, and that went over the net and off the glass. Satara recovers this puck, puts it in front. Messenbrink couldn't reach that. Jarvis on the half wall for Fleming. Fleming tries to pull the trigger in front. Slides down low to Satara. And a save will be made by Lindsay Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor doing an excellent job, and so are defenders in front. Only 2 shots so far on this power play. A lot of passes into the slot. They're breaking up those passes. Doing a good job keeping ASU out to the outside of the net. No good grade A opportunities coming in the slot, and they've only got 10 seconds left on their power play.
So Murphy and Ward to take it. Murphy wins that decisively back to Craig. She fanned on it. And Sharn will clear this the length of the ice as the initial penalty for Denver comes to a close. Teams at even strength now as Tristan Craig works this through the neutral zone. Intercepted by Grimes. Grimes headmans it, but Murphy gets a stick on that, and she'll look to restart from the neutral zone across the pitchfork. Works it on the far side to Paulson. Paulson in front. Murphy tips it on goal. Save, rebound is loose. And Lindsay Taylor has it. Had to make a sharp save there off the stick of Sam Murphy in the slot.
Big stop there in net for the Pioneers. A great feed from Paulson out in front. And Murphy, great tip there. Not a lot of time to react. And Taylor with a big stop. Mentioning Sam Murphy on the road trip. Surpassed all Sun Devil skaters. Most points in ASU women's club hockey history. Congrats to Sam Murphy.
So the face-off will come in the Pioneer end. Olsen, scramble draw one. Leavelle with a shot. That's steered wide by Lindsay Taylor. Now DU to give chase. That's Hannah Bourbon. In the middle, nice move made by O'Leary before Olsen was there to pick it off. Olsen stops up at the line. One of her teammates are offside. I believe that was Liv Leavelle on the far side as Messenbrink carried that in. Face-off will come outside.
Yeah, about 4 minutes in, and Denver still doesn't have a shot. If you want any chance in this game, you're going to have to get some pucks on net regardless of where the shots are coming from. The longer this team sticks around, though, the better it is for the Pioneers.
So Sharmick wins this draw back to her defenseman Davies, but she can only chip that as far as Pladsen. Pladsen tries to bank it for Satara behind her. Now in on goal, Eatinger stops that. More of a dump in, and Eatinger elects to cover up for a face-off.
Nonetheless, an offensive zone draw for the Pioneers, an opportunity to get a shot or maybe even a goal to put the Sun Devils on their toes maybe early here in period number 1.
The shots on goal last night were very lopsided in favor of Arizona State, as the face-off is won and controlled by ASU. Down in their own end, Satera behind the net. Satera, that pass was picked off. Good forecheck by Hannah Bourbon. Bourbon throws it in front. It's in the slot, bouncing around. And Bridal will get away with this. Bridal, let's see if she can get the edge. Good defense by Davis. Murphy tried to pop a stick, but the puck will roll all the way down to Lindsay Taylor, and she will cover up for another face-off in the Denver end.
Couple good chances for the Sun Devils, but Denver, much better, stronger defensive performance so far in the period. Let's see if they can carry that over into the other periods.
So face-off won back by the Pioneers, but quickly hounded on by Paulson. Behind the net, she has 2 Denver defenders all over her. Now scramble in the half wall. Craig picks this puck up. Back up to Jarvis. Now in the half wall to Craig. Craig fires. I believe that hit a shin pad in front and went wide. Puck behind the net. Being rimmed around here. Denver just trying to get out of their own end. The strong side forechecking of the Sun Devils has been strong thus far. Jarvis fires. Gobbled up effectively by Lindsay Taylor.
Taylor, even with a body in front, Craig there looking to get a tip. Good save there through a screen body. She's looked sharp so far, all types of shots. We've had deflections, we've had shots from the point, and chances right out in front of the net, and she's looked sharp so far.
So it'll be Siwajek and Olsen to take it. Olsen wins it right back to Messenbrink. Designed play off the draw for the right-handed shot, Messenbrink, but was blocked in front. It's Denver breaking it, Siwajek. Across the red line, she'll get it deep in the ASU end. Looking to establish some kind of forechecking pressure as Fossil gets there. Siwajek all over her. Fossil rims it for Leavelle. Leavelle chips it wide, looking to advance on her skater there. To no avail, but that puck was rimmed to the far side, in on Eatinger. And she will cover up once again. That shot was off the stick of Ella Hackett.
Some good looks here for the Pioneers. I mean, this is their second game of the day, and a good first 5 minutes so far. They've already got 2 shots on goal. They didn't have many yesterday, as you mentioned, Lachlan, and a good chance for them there.
So face off in the ASU end, it'll be Warden Murphy. Murphy wins this back. DU controls before being poked away by Satera. Satera controls it. She'll circle back behind her own net for making a nice pass to Bridal, but she was unable to handle that as Radcliffe will get that back. Radcliffe back on the strong side for Bridal. Too far in the skates for her as Fossil, some trouble behind the net. That's Chelsea Donovan who was on her on the forecheck. Radcliffe breaks up the pass in front and look to advance, and she does. Satera goes wide. She's tripped. Penalty upcoming. Satera 2-on-1 developing with Bridal. In the middle. Went through a defender's skates. Bridal was unable to locate that puck, but nonetheless, another Sun Devil power play coming up.
And another tripping penalty for Denver, as Laura Davies will head to the box. Power play opportunity for the Sun Devils again. A couple good looks. It looked like they were throwing the puck a little bit in the slot. See if they can control it a little more and get some good opportunities here.
So top unit will come on. Radcliffe, quarterback of this power play, works it on the half wall for Sam Murphy. That was behind her. Murphy gets the rim from Paulson. On the half wall, Sam Murphy. Surveys back up to the top. Radcliffe will pull the trigger. It's loose in front. Scramble, and the Pioneers were able to clear off the stick of Tawny Dahlheimer. Good clear for the Pioneers. ASU will have to restart in the neutral zone. Lutch will carry this in herself. She had a goal of her own last night. Back on the half wall, Murphy with a little bit of trouble. Good forecheck by O'Leary in front. Puck is loose. Who has it? Whistle goes, and Lindsay Taylor will hold on for dear life in that goal crease.
Actually saw that puck flutter up in the air and go right in her lap. She didn't know where it was, but able to get the stoppage. A good change, and on that penalty kill too. They'll get the shots from the point, the rebound will be there, and the defense will clear right out of the zone. They've done great so far on both their penalty kills, Denver.
Second unit coming on for the Sun Devils. Fleming tried to control that. So there's a water bottle, I believe, from the Denver bench that came on the ice. Bit of a yard sale out there as Ceramic will give chase in the ASU end, but to no avail as Anita Fleming will skate this out with speed through the neutral zone. Fleming had 2 goals last night. Terrific performance from the Canada native. Oh, Fleming, nice move. Looking in front. Shot, save, rebound. It's in the crease. Oh, put just wide by Messenbrink. Looking for her 4th goal in under 24 hours, it seems. Fleming surveys in front. Sticked away by Lindsay Taylor. Pladsen walks to the middle before electing to move towards the top of the circle. Pladsen surveys. Very passive box being played by Denver. Pladsen pulls the trigger. It's in the slot and cleared. Pladsen can't hold the line. That was Leah Christensen who cleared the zone for DU. Now a quick up to Messenbrink. Messenbrink looking in the middle. That was just behind Pladsen and put the ASU attackers in a precarious spot, and that'll be an offside.
Usually taking 2 penalties in the period is something a coach wouldn't like, but I mean, they're doing a great job on these penalty kills, and let's see if they can transition this into some momentum when they become even strength.
So 15 seconds left to go in this ASU man advantage. Tristan Craig at the dot, working down low, cutting in. Craig fires just wide. Now O'Hanley clears this, but Radcliffe will recover. Berkeley Radcliffe makes sure her players tag up before attacking once more. Radcliffe comes into the end. Shot, save, rebound. It's in the crease. They score! Sydney Paulson on the back door pots one home and breaks the ice here for Arizona State.
Yeah, playing it simple. Get a low shot on goal, far pad, rebound is there, and they just outnumbered them in front of the net. And Sydney Paulson puts home her 11th goal out of the season. Out of all skaters playing today, she leads the team in points now with 23.
So I'm not sure what the official scoring on this will be, if that's a power play goal or not. It was certainly close to when the penalty was ending. But nonetheless, on their 11th shot of the period, 11:55 into this first frame, the Sun Devils are up 1-0. Face-off won and controlled back to Pladsen as she'll attack immediately. Pladsen cutting into the middle. Surveying. In front. In the skates. Now that'll be Mahovchik. Tries to get this puck out. No icing signaled by the referee. It must have been touched by a DU player in the neutral zone. Coons reverses it around for Messenbrink. Messenbrink in the middle. That's too far for Evelyn Olsen, but she gets it back. Now tries to chip it around Cassie Doherty, but that only goes as far as Pladsen. Pladsen, a backhand reverse pass to Messenbrink. She has room to work on the wing. Messenbrink cutting into the middle. Some soft area space here for Maddie. Couldn't quite pull the trigger. Good job by Liv Livell to kind of set a mini screen for her on that 2-on-2 to allow her more space. Denver takes over. Mahovchik tries to headman this up ice, but Pladsen intercepts. Pladsen has more room to work. She cuts across. Now on her forehand, cutting across again. In the middle, shot. They score. What a pass from Pladsen. She did it all herself, and Logan Satera, unmarked in the slot, makes it 2-0.
Do I dare say danglicious? My goodness, Maddie Pladsen threw about 3 or 4 pioneers and a great feed backdoor to Satera. And ASU up 2-0 midway through this first period.
So 2 goals on their last 2 shots. And for Lindsay Taylor, I mean, 2 backdoor tap-in goals, so can't exactly blame her for that as Denver controls this off the hop here. Ward in the middle, makes a nice move in the neutral zone, but Murphy, now she loses her stick trying to lift the stick of Ward. Bridal tries to get by, but good defensive stand by Davies. Davies backhands it to Donovan. Donovan going one-on-one with Benson. Shot gets around the block of Benson. Oh, and my goodness. Sammy Lutch just dumped Chelsea Donovan. She thought maybe she was going to get a whack in at Quinn Eatinger.
And it looks like there'll be no penalty either, surprisingly. But Lush setting the tone, the assistant captain on that back end, making sure no one touches her goalie.
I think she even went over to say sorry even, so some untapped strength from Lutch there as Arizona State controls off the faceoff. Rimmed around but couldn't get out. Now a chance to get it out. Fleming was streaking the zone. This pass could be too far for her, but she beats it out with her speed. Anita Fleming in front. Pass was blocked. Good play by Dahlheimer. Now Donovan toe drags around Fossil, I believe, or it's Mia Jarvis, no, that is Fossil. Had it right the first time. Now in the middle for Craig. Couldn't handle that as Fleming recovers the puck. Tries to move inside. across for Leavelle. Leavelle backhands it towards the net. And covered up on the second attempt by Lindsay Taylor. So interesting lineup arrangements. We've talked about in the pregame, but they're going to be rotating an extra forward and an extra defenseman. Don't see that very often, especially at the college level. Controlled now by Denver. Dumped in by Hackett. Berkeley Radcliffe behind her net, rims it around. Messenbrink is there. That just gets by her. It'll get back up to the point before being shoveled back into the corner. Back up top to the point. Fanned on the shot initially. That was off the stick of Shockett, but Leavelle will recover and skate this out of her end. Now back behind the net, Christensen rims it around, but as far as Hannah Coons. Coons playing some big-time minutes as a freshman out of Calgary, Alberta. The scramble here, Shockett will get it out, or Hackett, excuse me. And this will go the length of the ice, and we'll go all the way back down for an icing.
Getting back to your points with Hannah Coons, really both Platson and Coons have been a staple pairing for this Sun Devil defense all season long, and as we saw Platson with that beautiful assist earlier in the period.
So Sam Murphy and her top line mates will come out here, and they will win the faceoff back effectively. Platson looking for a stick in front. Murphy was patrolling the slot, looking for a high slot tip there. Murphy behind the net. In front, Satera! Bit of a misfire as that missed the net on the glove side. Murphy working around in the zone. Around the top of the circle. In front, Satera couldn't pull the trigger. In front! Seeing eye backhand, no looker from Logan Satera. Almost found the stick of Sam Murphy. Boy, would that have been special. Murphy catching the Pioneers in a change. Murphy looking for Bridle for an area pass, but there were too many DU defenders and cut that one off as both players go down far side near the red line. Murphy for Platson. Platson looks back for her partner Coons. Too far for her as she's in a bit of trouble. She just whacks that away for Paulson. Paulson up ice. Sauce pass. That skipped over the stick of Anita Fleming, but she'll forecheck on Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer in the middle. That pass was tipped by Paulson, and she'll get it deep. Rimmed around for Davies. Nice spin move. She'll bank that off the boards for Cassie Doherty. Doherty, that was too far on the far side. Good breakout by DU nonetheless. As the Sun Devils will restart. Messenbrink couldn't handle that pass, but she whacks it in and will get on the forecheck with Evelyn Olsen. They'll hound Davies below the goal line. Davies able to rim it around, but Liv Leavelle is there. Leavelle, surrounded by DU defenders. Good pass on the stick of Ceramic. Ceramic will get this across the blue line, working in. She tries to get this deep in forecheck, but Leavelle comes all the way back as a winger, playing the role of a defenseman back behind her own goal line. As this will be on the stick of Dahlheimer in the middle, intercepted by the Sun Devils. Shoveled in some feet, but Kayla O'Leary will take over. She cuts to the middle. 1-on-4, basically 1-on-5. And what an effort by O'Leary as she draws a tripping penalty here.
Yeah.
So Denver will go on the power play for the first time tonight, Parker.
Yeah, good look here to get a goal on the board. One goal in last night's contest. If they can get one here cut in half, you know, they're still in this game.
So 7:04 left to go in this opening frame. Shots on goal thus far, 14 for the Sun Devils, 3 for Denver. Certainly looking to get more shots on this power play. As Paulson hounds Donovan, and we'll get this puck out in the middle. DU looking to just get entry into the zone. Icing waved off initially. Radcliffe is in some trouble as she has a few Denver defenders around her. Now controlled down low, back up top to Donovan. Passes on her backhand. She better be careful with that as Paulson clears that down the length of the ice. And who's first to get it? But it's defenseman Maddie Platson. In front. Murphy had a chance on goal. And Ward will recover for Denver. And we'll sauce this the length of the ice. Radcliffe gets back in time. This won't be an icing, and it's waved off here. So Radcliffe around for Platson. Platson, nice move back to the inside. Oh my goodness, linesman just wiped out and then almost got hit with the puck. But cleared the length of the ice. Tristan Craig will give chase. She will work all the way around in the Pioneer end, working near the top of the blue line before getting stick checked by Hannah Bourbon. Scrambly hockey in that neutral zone, but it's controlled by Arizona State. Oh, rimmed dangerously in front of the net. Sammy Lutch had that, and Schrammick almost had a chance on Quinn Eatinger. As Schrammick takes this around on the far side, stops up. Looking back up top to Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer walks in the middle. Deciding what to do. Now we'll move that across on the half wall. Back up to Dahlheimer at the top. Aggressive diamond / box being played here by Arizona State. And Sammy Lutch will clear this the length of the ice. 15 seconds left to go in this Pioneer man advantage. Trying to break out, hit a skate in front. That was Logan Satara on the forecheck. Doherty with a dangerous pass, and Satara on her once again. Satara trying to intercept that pass, but Schrammick will dump that in, and you probably heard the PA announcer emphatically say the teams are back at full strength. So an effective kill by ASU. No shots on goal as Sam Murphy chips it by her defender. In on goal. Murphy scores! Sam Murphy goes in on goal. Slips 1-5 hole on Taylor to make this a 3-0 game.
Sam Murphy, the scoop and score as she beats Taylor on the short breakaway. 7 goals on the season as she beats Taylor low glove side. Arizona State up by 3 with under 5 minutes to go in period number 1.
So a bit of a different first period thus far, as last night the Sun Devils were up 1-0 after the first and ended up scoring 9 in the final 2 frames. This time they're up 3-0 with 4:45 left to go. Grimes in the middle. Siwajek looking cross-ice. Sammy Lutch with a good step up. She missed that puck, but it was in her skates. Great second effort to get it to Paulson. As Jarvis looks back to Lutch. Couldn't handle that on her backhand. Sammy Lutch will try and take this herself before getting stick checked. Now Grimes will handle it. Looking for Hackett, but Tristan Craig gets it back in the end. Grimes cuts up ice, hits Siwajek. That was in her skates, unfortunately, and Fleming looking for Leavelle. That was too far for her. Now Hackett on the near side. Coming in across the red line, trying to get around Jarvis, and does, but she has support as Eatinger steers that wide. Pladson behind the net. Surveys. Up to Leavelle. Leavelle banks it. Keeps going. Now in the middle, it's Evelyn Olsen. Up ahead for Messenbrink. Messenbrink works wide. On Davies. Messenbrink to the goal. Rebound is held by Lindsay Taylor.
Yeah, it looks like Messenbrink lost the handle on their cutting in front, and it almost found the way through the wickets of Taylor, but able to cover up the puck here with under 4 minutes to play in period number 1.
So Olsen to take the draw here against the DU captain, Lucy Ward. Scramble draw, great effort by both centermen. Leavelle will come out with the puck. Backhand to the net. Saved by Taylor. Leavelle in the soft area in the middle. That was in the feet of Messenbrink. Back up to the point for Pladson. Pladson walks around, tries to throw it in front for Leavelle. Messenbrink takes over. In the middle, just behind Evelyn Olsen. Good try for Maddie. Olsen working down below the goal line. Ward will get this to Donovan. Donovan. Oh, Pladson with a heck of a step up at the line. Putting more moves on here as Olsen couldn't pull the trigger. She had 2 Denver Pioneers around her. Pladson still in the mix in the corner. Could certainly say she's more of an offensive-minded defenseman out here, Parker. In front, a walkie bounce, and I believe that's in. It'll be Brittany Bridle. Just a mess in front of the DU goal, and Bridle taps one in to make it 4-0.
Yeah, majority of these goals have came right in front of the net, especially off rebounds, and Bridle was all alone on the back door. If you're one thing as a defenseman, you can't leave these ASU forwards open on the back door, and ASU will capitalize for another goal.
And it
Up
looked
4-0 here.
Looked like Taylor tried to steer that shot wide of the net, and it hit a player in front right in the chest. Very fortuitous bounce for Brittany Bridle. So we'll restart at center ice. Face-off won once again by Arizona State. Fossil gets it as far as Grimes. Sam Murphy looking to attack once again. just never seems to stop for Arizona State. Puck cycled down low, Bridal in front, Satera. Now Murphy will get this as she surveys. Murphy cycles it down low for Bridal. Bridal, that hit the skate of Moravcik. And Murphy will recover. Murphy throws it in front, tipped on goal by Bridal. Bounced in front of Lindsay Taylor, but she's able to hold on for a faceoff.
Yeah, 4 goals in the period doesn't look great, but 18 stops already for Taylor. She's holding her team in so far, doing everything she can. Making stops on redirection, screenshots, glove stops. She's doing it all in this first period.
The thing that I talked about a lot on the Inferno radio stream last night was just the amount of high-quality chances Arizona State was getting. And they're continuing that pattern tonight as Fleming looked for Lutch on the one-timer. She misfired, but Craig will give chase on the forecheck. She's the first one in, and Fleming will recover in the corner. Fleming working 2-on-3. Fires one in front. It's loose at the side of the goal. Who has it? Referee blows the whistle, signaling Lindsay Taylor does indeed have that puck. So face-off will come to her right.
Yeah, Sun Devils just running a clinic in the offensive zone this period. Just firing on all cylinders, you know, moving the puck well, getting pucks to the net from every angle, and they're up 4-0.
So Lindsay Taylor readjusting her equipment, and it'll be Siwajek and Tristan Craig to take this face-off. Siwajek wins that back to Davies, across for her partner Doherty. Doherty looking up ice, chipped by Hackett as far as Amanda Benson. In the middle for Craig, now back to Lutch. Lutch will get that in on Taylor. Taylor stopped that for Doherty. Doherty behind the net, hounded by Anita Fleming. And a penalty will be coming up here to Anita Fleming for a slash.
Yeah, behind the play, Pioneer skater just trying to clear the puck, and Fleming a little too aggressive there. She knocked the stick out. So Pioneers with their second power play look at the period. Let's see if they struggled maintaining possession in the zone. Let's just see if they can work the puck around and maybe get a few good shooting opportunities here.
As I mentioned before, too, the Sun Devils are very aggressive at the top of that umbrella for Denver. This face-off won by ASU and shot the length of the ice by Sammy Lutch. Taylor will stop that. Paulson first to it. Not without a little whack on the glove of Lindsay Taylor. A little hey, how are you there from Sydney Paulson.
But getting back to your point on the defensive structure being aggressive there, all rightfully so. Arizona State's got the speed, you know. Make Denver make a mistake is their motto on their penalty kill.
So Pladsen will retrieve this puck. Forecheck of Denver trying to impose its will on ASU in any means possible, but Murphy will beat this out here. Won't be an icing nonetheless because they're killing a penalty, and Murphy just gets this deep. Dahlheimer restarts for Denver. Nice cross-ice feed on the tape of Mohavcik. Mohavcik back across ice for Ceramic. It's one thing we didn't see last night was much cross-ice puck movement from the Pioneers. A positive sign here as they get that back to the top. One-timer. That's blocked by Bridal. She's in a foot race. Bridal, partial break. In on goal. Knob saved by Lindsay Taylor. Wow. That's why goalies tape their knobs so thick. For that very reason. Now pass in the middle, almost intercepted by Bridal as Lutch will control, and she'll just bank this down as Satera will try and get this. And she'll be first to that puck, and she'll just rim this behind the goal as Chelsea Donovan will restart. Tristan Craig all over her. These Pioneer skaters just don't have a lot of time out there. Arizona State has been all over them last night and tonight as well, as Sammy Lutch will send this the length of the ice. And with 5 seconds left to go in this period, buzzer will sound, and that will do it. End of the first period, Arizona State 4, Denver 0. Shots on goal, 26 for Arizona State, 5 for Denver. So they have half of their shot total from last night in period 1. Is there any takeaways from that period for both teams, Parker?
Yeah, if you're Arizona State, just keep doing your thing. Using your speed, taking the puck wide, getting shots from every angle, crashing the net. They've done a great job, you know, killed all the penalties so far. But going over to Denver, I mean, not a lot of positive look other than your goalie, 22 stops in net. And, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot really to look at for Denver.
So as our Mahir Sinhansen is ice side awaiting an interview with a player. Certainly some highlights in that period, some partial breaks, some chances. It's some fan interaction there. It's we're live and on site here at the Mountain America Community Iceplex. Fans are eager to be aware of this stream, and yes, we do indeed stream on YouTube for every Arizona State women's hockey game. So, for anyone wondering, so Mahir is standing by and ready to go. Mahir, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you.
Thank you very much, Mahir. As the Zamboni is doing the ice, we will be back momentarily for an intermission report. But for now, we will take a brief break and be right back here on Inferno TV.
Since November 1st of last year, ASU women's hockey head coach Lindsay Ellis has been recruiting new players from all over North America. From Canada, Ontario to Calgary, Alberta, these new players look to secure a spot on the defending WWCHL championship team that won the WWCHL and went to the ACHA national playoffs for the first time in program history last season. In the coming weeks, you'll hear from each of the 7 new recruits. You'll also get to learn more about each player and their hockey journey so far and why they're coming to Arizona State University. Today, you'll hear from forward Brianne Powell. She hails from Parksville, BC, and was supposed to play last season with Grant MacEwan University, but suffered a torn ACL. You'll hear a little bit more about what that was like, along with getting to know Brianne as a player and a person. Enjoy. Hello, everyone, and let me introduce you to Brianne Powell. She is one of the newest ASU players on this team. She's a forward, and she's from Parksville, BC. She committed March 2nd, so kind of recent, and then she played with Grant MacEwan U last season. And first off, Brianne, how are you doing? How is your off season so far?
It's going really well. I'm training full time at the moment. I'm on the ice 4 times a week and then in the gym every day, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a lot of work for your summer. Do you have any fun plans before you head down here later this summer?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with my friends, go to a music festival, do some camping, lake days,
Yeah.
working. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely say. Well, I mean, that sounds like a fun summer. I'm not going to lie. So first off, Brianne, we don't know that much about you. We obviously have the article that kind of came out on the website, but beyond that, we don't know a lot about you. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself, kind of.
Well, I started playing hockey when I was 4, and I got into it through my dad. So I love hockey. I'm very passionate about it. I do a lot of coaching as well. So I'm a certified power skating coach. So I do that a lot in my spare time. I snowboard lots, so I'm very passionate about that. I love being outdoors, camping, the whole shebang. I'm from the island, so there's lots of good stuff to do out here. And yeah.
So I want to yeah, awesome. I do want to kind of dive into that last part, the islands of BC. What is living there like? I mean, most of us have never been there, obviously, all the way up in Canada. So what is it like there? Tell us a little bit about growing up there.
It's pretty small. I love the island. I love being by the ocean. That's one thing that's going to be a big change when I go to Arizona is the ocean. And I'm from Parksville, so it's a very small town. I love it. I've been up and down the island. There's lots of stuff to do here. The thing that I love the most is you can go surfing, you can go skiing, you can go hiking all in the same day just by driving up and down the island from Tofino down to Victoria. There's lots of cool spots that are on the island too, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, trust me, as someone who lived right next to the ocean, you're definitely going to miss it. It sucks, but you have a lot of lakes out here, so that's always awesome. You mentioned a little bit about how you got into hockey, but tell us a little bit about your uprising with hockey. How'd you get into it specifically? A little bit about that.
Yeah, so I started skating and playing when I was 4. My dad's always been into hockey, and my sister started playing, and I went to her games, and I was like, oh, this looks really fun. I want to try it. So I tried it, and I really loved it. And I played kind of at a bunch of different hockey academies growing up. So when I was in grade 9, I moved to Penticton, and I played at Okanagan Hockey Academy for a year. And then I moved home and I played at Shawnigan Lake, the boarding school there, which I also loved. But then I wanted to go back to Penticton. So I played there for 2 years and graduated.
Welcome back here to the
First intermission here at Mountain America Credit Union Community Iceplex, where Arizona State leads Denver 4-0. Alongside Parker Bay, I'm Mahir Hassan. Thanks for tuning in on this late Saturday night. And Parker, a very similar first period to what we saw, especially towards the end of last night, where Arizona State piled on the goals and they were able to get that attack going at full force.
Yeah, they're just using their speed to their advantage. A lot of these goals, they've been able to get around a lot of these defenders, Mahir. Sam Murphy's goal in particular, the scoop and score on the breakaway goal, and just playing it simple. Shooting pucks low, getting rebounds, and Arizona State's up 4-0.
Murphy, one of the goal scorers in that first period. A lot of others as well, including Logan Satura, who did not bag a Gino last night, but a lot of others. Maddie Messingbrink, we saw last night, get a hat trick. Brittany Bradell getting 2 goals. Overall, it's an interesting variety, and we talked to Coach Ellis about it, where a lot of players are starting to show out, and starting to show out in big moments. On the other side, though, we've seen Arizona State head to the penalty box a couple of times, a few times where they've let Denver just get a little window of hope. What do they need to do to, one, avoid the penalty box, and two, just be better defensively?
Well, just understand you're the better team. You don't need to be taking penalties. Skate. You just got to skate hard. Those 2 penalties they had, the hooking and the tripping, they just got to play simple, play clean, and they'll stay at 4-0 score where they're at right now.
Arizona State looking to remain number 1 in the WWCHL. Just a few moments away from the second period here in Tempe, Arizona. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for more right here on Inferno TV.
And welcome back here inside the Mountain America Community Iceplex here in Tempe, Arizona. He's Parker Bay. I'm Lachlan McTagg. Score after the first period here in Tempe. Arizona State 4, Denver nothing. Shots on goal 26-5. Lopsided in that first period. What were you noticing from both teams out there, Parker?
Yeah, Arizona State just playing it simple, getting pucks to the net. You know, they know they're the better team. They're not They're not trying to show, they're not trying to brag, they're just playing their game. And Denver, second game of the day, it's a lot to play 2 games in one day, and especially play this Arizona State team in the second game. Their goalie's doing a great job. They're trying to play for their goalie, killing 2 penalties. That's the bright spot for them so far. Let's see what they can build off here going into period number 2.
You mentioned the 2 games in one day. I mean, that you and I both played minor hockey quite a bit. And, 2 games in a day isn't too hard here. If you're, 10 years old, 12 years old, playing 3 10-minute periods, but playing 3 20-minute periods, these full 60-minute games, 2 in a day, is certainly not easy in this DU squad. Certainly trying their best here in period 2. Puck is dropped, and we are just about ready to go. Second period action. It'll be Murphy against Sarek. Murphy wins that back, and Jarvis banks that off the glass. So Denver starts the period on the man advantage still for 15 more seconds. Trying to get that puck out, but hammered back in by Jarvis. Doherty behind the net. Paulson was on her, now up in the middle. That was too far for Ceramic. Sammy Lutch pivots back, banks this off the boards. Ceramic with a good cut of that pass there, and team's back at full strength. As a lazy pass goes back there, and Denver will retrieve. Chips this out. Lutch will give chase at the red line, looking cross-ice. She failed on that initial attempt. Gets the puck back, and will finally try and get it deep, but that only went as far as Mahovchik. Coons will go back to retrieve this puck for Arizona State. Behind her net, Coons on the near side for Bridal. Takes that pass in stride and gets across the red line, hounded by O'Leary, and Coons recovers this puck, and she straddles the blue line before getting the return feed from Satera. Now Ward chips that out. Coons will cut this pass in the middle. Tries to cut to the middle to no avail, and it'll be dumped in on Doherty. Doherty goes behind her net, stops up. 2 ASU forecheckers are right there, right on her, giving her no time to move the puck, as Tristan Craig will drop this back for Pladsen. Pladsen, cross ice, Craig in the middle. One-handed chip over the net. The puck worked in front. Go all the way back up top to the point for Coons. Coons pivots, fires. Just wide of the net, the redirect off the inbound boards comes to Fleming. She throws that in front. Paulson couldn't handle that pass in her feet. Doherty rims that around. Pladsen tries to get it, but now it'll be a one-on-one here with O'Leary and Coons. Coons winning the battle there as Tristan Craig comes in for secondary support. Rimmed around for Leavelle. Leavelle chips it by. Good defensive play by Shockett. Tristan Craig gets this puck now with a head full of steam. Up to Anita Fleming. Fleming trying to return it in the middle for Leavelle, but to no avail as Coons will get this puck in retrieve for Arizona State. Has 3 forecheckers on there. The 3-on-2 breaking. Messenbrink with Leavelle and Fleming. Messenbrink in the middle. Cleared away by the Pioneers. Good defensive play by DU. But unfortunately for them, they cleared the puck the length of the ice for an icing.
Well, just under 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the period. ASU out shooting the Pioneers 26-5 here as they got their offensive zone face-off.
Brink to take the draw. One back to Radcliffe. She'll fire just wide of the goal. Fossil in to chip it back in for the Sun Devils, and she does. Now rimmed around. That's Emma Compton. She's listed as the extra forward tonight, filling in with the other 3 lines. Leavelle working near the dot. Leavelle shoots, hit a shin pad in front and comes all the way back up top to Fossil. Tried to get her man hit over there and was successful. Now Compton working in front on the far side looking for Radcliffe. Puck was cut by a Denver defender. Now Berkeley Radcliffe. Sun Devils were on a change, bit of a miscue. No icing will be called as Denver will retrieve behind their goal. In front, Bridal on the doorstep. Oh, just missed by Sam Murphy. Lindsay Taylor was down and out. Murphy had an almost wide open shot at that goal there, but was unable to convert as a stretch pass in the middle. But Berkeley Radcliffe and Sophie Fossil were able to come back. Now battle ensues with a number of players right in front of us here. As Satara goes down to the ice. Here's Bourbon in the middle. Shot. Hit a skate in front and will be recovered by the Pioneers. Siwajek drops it for Osland. Osland can only get it as far as Murphy before Murphy skates this out with speed. Murphy goes wide. Murphy surveys. Fires off the inside of the pad of Lindsay Taylor. Dangerous shot there. Seemed to handcuff Lindsay Taylor on the way in, but Denver will get out. It's O'Leary. Fossil reaching for it. Going back, but a good stick check by O'Leary. Fossil eventually winning that battle. And Paulson dragged down to the ice. No call. She banks this for Fleming in the zone. Fleming couldn't get the shot away. Good defensive play made by Denver. Now Paulson back behind. That was cut by Osland on the cycle attempt. Now in the middle. Craig pulls the trigger. That shot goes way over the net. Hits the glass there, but Arizona State remains in the zone. As dangerous chance comes in front. ASU on the wraparound attempt. Save and comes all the way out. And Lutch was straddling the blue line, but she was unable to keep the puck in, so ASU will go for a wholesale change here. Restarted by Denver, that's Davies. Rink wide. Too far for her player as Lutch will retrieve back in her end, reverses it around for Benson. Benson in the middle, good exit pass to Evelyn Olsen. Olsen up for Leavelle. Leavelle gets it deep. Davies will retrieve. Olsen right on her, giving her no time to make much of a play, but Denver somehow gets out of it. O'Hanley couldn't do much with it there. As Compton. Some physical play along the wall. I'm sure you heard the boards and glass rattle with that one. Leavelle in her own end, able to get the puck out. Leavelle up to Compton. Compton gets that puck deep in that line. He'll go for a change, but Leavelle will be the lone forechecker here for Arizona State. Now whiffed on behind the net. All kinds of trouble for Denver. In front, in Leavelle skates. Backhand in front, and just wide of the goal. Maybe Lindsay Taylor got a blocker on that. Nonetheless, stays out of the net for DU. Sam Murphy cycles it down low. Blocked on the half wall. Now in the middle, Denver trying to get it out of the slot area, and they do. It's Ceramic. Ceramic wide for O'Leary, but that was cut by Bridle. Now Murphy working in. In front, cut by Davies. Now Coons at the point. Rims this puck around. In front! Dangerous opportunity there. So Lindsay Taylor will hold that, and we will send it down to Mahir Sinhansen.
Thanks, guys. I talked to Lindsay Ellis during intermission, and she said she's pleased at what her team is doing, especially on the attack, with 4 goal scorers all coming during that first period. The biggest thing, she says, is it really shows the versatility of the team, and more importantly, getting a lot of chances, which is not something the team saw last week in Illinois and Missouri. Guys.
Thank you, Mahir. Appreciate that as always. As Craig will take the face-off for the Sun Devils, and she wins it back. Satara fighting to keep this alive. Cassie Doherty hounded by Bridle and Satara, with Craig in there as well. Bridle gets this loose. Oh, and good stick check by Doherty as this puck comes back to Coons at the point. Coons walks in, fires through traffic. Save made by Lindsay Taylor. I don't think she saw that puck. As getting this in. Cut by Pladsen, but she can't get it up the wall. Pladsen first to this one. Had good body positioning the whole way. Hannah Coons surveys up ice. Puck wound up in her feet. She had to regain control there. Too far for Bridle. That'll be cut by Doherty. Doherty chips this. As Pladsen. Nice spinorama move. Good edge work by Maddie Pladsen to get away from her forechecker. No icing will be called, as that, I believe, was touched by Shockett. Shockett looking up ice. Just chipped into the neutral zone. Actually, I don't think that puck went out. Good job by Anita Fleming. Potential break here for Fleming in front. Just wide of the net. Evelyn Olsen backdoor. Good feed by Fleming. Denver trying to get out, but Fleming, once again, is the third player high in the zone. Denver will finally get this puck out of their own end. Oh, hit on the wall by Paulson. And I believe this will be a penalty here on Sydney Paulson, potentially for boarding. To the applause of the Denver crowd here at the Iceplex.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of stuff. There's a couple players tangled up in the Sun Devil zone, but nonetheless, ASU will be shorthanded yet again. Third power play opportunity for the Pioneers.
So Ward against Murphy. Those two have been battling it out all night at the faceoff dot. Murphy comes away with this puck here. Sam Murphy, does she have the legs against Donovan? Cutting wide in Murphy, backhand. And a collision as Chelsea Donovan goes flying into Lindsay Taylor. She lost an edge there. Hope everyone's okay down at the other end for Denver. That can be a scary situation for any goalie. Taylor gets up under her own power, and so does Donovan. All appears to be well for those two. It's a very welcome sight.
Yeah, 25 stops on the night for Taylor. She's done a great job in net.
So ASU shorthanded, being very conservative on this draw. And seemingly Murphy wins it back with ease. Jarvis from the line floats one in. Rebound off Taylor as Murphy controls this once again. All the way back for Jarvis. That missed her. She'll have to retrieve. So that'll be Lutch behind her own net. Lutch reverses it for Jarvis. Great play. That opened up all kinds of ice there. So that'll be dumped the length of the ice, and Murphy will look to be first on this against Dahlheimer. Murphy battling two Pioneers down there, including Dahlheimer. Gets it in front. Messenbrink was lurking in the slot. Still is. Sam Murphy feeds it for Radcliffe. Radcliffe fielded that on her backhand. Berkeley Radcliffe able to hold the line. Very impressive move put on there against Sharn. And Denver will look to restart. Donovan behind the net. Oh, gets upended by Messenbrink, and Fleming takes down another player. More physical play from Arizona State. We'll see something we haven't seen in quite some time here. A 5-on-3 for Denver.
Yeah, and only 4 penalties today. Surprised to see the discipline of Arizona State so far in this game really lacking, and a big chance here for Denver to get on the board. 2 goals in their game earlier today, 1 yesterday against Arizona State. It's a good opportunity for them. Not sure if they get many 5-on-3 power plays. See if they can build some confidence and maybe get on the board here.
Shots will be the name of the game for this power play, as it will be Logan Satara to take it against Gabby Sramick. 54 seconds of 5-on-3 for Denver. As they win this, it's Doherty. Down low. It's O'Leary. O'Leary surveying back up to Doherty at the point. On the half wall for O'Leary, that pass was misfired. Berkeley Radcliffe trying to get away. And Pladson clears this the length of the ice. A huge clear for the Sun Devils. Lindsay Taylor was unable to stop that, so Logan Satara will win the race to the puck. Try to keep it down in the DU end, and she does. What an effort by Logan Satara to eat more time off of this penalty here. Now rimmed around, now saucered back on the other side. DU will look to restart with Doherty. Doherty for Sramick. Sramick stops up. Satara, another good defensive play, but Sramick able to get this puck back. Sramick surveying down low, side of the goal. It's loose. Radcliffe trying to play it. DU outnumbering here. Shot just over the net off the stick of Sramick. Doherty, cross ice for Mahovchik, now back up top. That's Dahlheimer to the net, just wide. Here's O'Leary, up the half wall, back up top to the point for Doherty. Doherty looking for Mahovchik, back up top. That was Osland. Osland, cross ice, just missed O'Leary. Radcliffe will clear this the length of the ice. 30 seconds left to go here in this 5-on-4 now for Denver. Tristan Craig carrying the puck, circling the zone as she so often does. Craig looking to cut in, will just go wide off the boards for Murphy in front. Looking for Craig, that was behind her. Doherty seemingly has been out here for the whole power play. Good defensive play by Sammy Lutch. Doherty in front, and a good chance off the stick of Sharn, but it will be held for a face-off by Quinn Eatinger.
Yeah, not many stops tonight for Eatinger, but she's come up big when she's had to. 7 stops on the night. Face-off going to be to her left. here with 6 seconds remaining in the Pioneer power play. As we mentioned, they had that 5-on-3 earlier, as they weren't able to capitalize on that. So, face-off will be kicked up against the right boards here and kept in. ASU will clear the zone, and they are back to even strength. Battle for possession here at mid-ice, and Denver will look to get it in here. Here come the Pioneers. Carrying this one into the zone as she wipes out, and ASU will come the other way with it. Puck into the Sun Devil zone as a Pioneer tumbles over behind that as a feed out in front. And a good break up there by Taylor. As pass comes out in front here, broken up. Puck's loose in the slot, and here come the Pioneers the other way. The number 12 of Grace Moen will take it in, and a good back check there. Break up by Lush, and Paulson's got it, far side. Looking for Mesenbrick, as Jarvis will skate it into the zone. Jarvis trying to go through two, as she'll retain possession in the offensive zone behind the goal line. Here's ASU with it, a pass into the slot, and ASU will retain possession behind the net. This is Murphy with it. Murphy, one of the goal scorers today. She's got it. Loses possession, and the puck will be squirted out to central ice. Here's Coons. Far side to Murphy. Murphy will skate into zone. Big reverse hit there on Moen. My goodness. As ASU will maintain possession in the offensive zone behind the net. It's thrown to the slot. And Murphy's got it now at the right wing circle. She'll turn and fire, and a good stop there by Taylor. Pioneers looking to clear, but it's kept in by Platson. Platson has got it in the slot. As she'll play it over to the left point, here's Coons. Coons will walk in and look for a backdoor feed to Bridell. And here come the Pioneers the other way. They'll clear out to center. Good back check by Craig to break it up. Here comes Moen in the zone. Another good breakup by Craig, but here's a chance and a shot. Oh, just trickled by, and a big stop by Eatinger. Wow, big chance there for Grace Moen as her shot trickled right through the crease, and Eatinger, cat-like, dive back to make a great stop.
These games are so hard for goalies sometimes, the long stretches of inactivity. So for a partial break on goal for Eatinger, I mean, you got to lock in quick, and she certainly did. Couldn't handle the first shot, but she gobbled it up at the back door to keep this a 4-goal game.
So Arizona State will win the face-off as Radcliffe will look to clear. She'll play it to Paulson. Paulson will drop it up top. But here come the Pioneers the other way. Here come the Pioneers the other way. Horacek trying to play it into the slot. Good break up there by Paulson. Sydney Paulson will skate it out of the zone for Arizona State. Chipped out by Fossil. And Craig will get it in deep and head off for a chain. Fleming will pursue behind the net in battle. She's got possession, looking to throw it into the slot. As the Arizona State still got it. Another shot for Fleming. Rebound. Puck still loose. And Arizona State will stay off the board, and it'll stay 4-0. Here's at the right point, Radcliffe. Will play it to the right wing circle. Pass into the slot. Good break up there by a Pioneer. Behind the net with it. This is Fossil looking to shoot, and a big stop there by Taylor. And the puck is in, they score. Not sure who it was in front there, but Arizona State will take a 5-0 lead here with under 6 to play in period number 2.
Yeah, I believe that's Anita Fleming. She certainly is leading the train to the bench. But a weird one at the side of the net nonetheless.
Yeah, shot came out from range, and Fleming found the rebound and was able to put it home. So Anita Fleming will pick up her first goal of the game and pick up her 12th goal on the season, leading all Sun Devils in goals playing tonight. As Arizona State will win the faceoff, and Benson will play it up and into the Pioneer zone. They'll look to clear. Arizona State will intercept behind the net. A wraparound shot there. Kept in the zone by Arizona State. It'll be cleared out the center ice. Benson. Amanda Benson will skate it back in. As the Pioneers will clear out to neutral ice. Battle for it up against the Sun Devil bench here. As a big hit, and here come the Pioneers the other way with it. Here's a chance, and a shot right into the breadbasket of Eatinger. and she'll cover. Shot coming there from Chelsea Donovan. One-on-one opportunity there. And Eatinger 10 stops on the night, doing her part. Lachlan, as you mentioned, goalies in these games where they don't see a lot of action, it's kind of tough. But Eatinger's been doing her job so far.
Yeah, no kidding. And Denver has matched their shot total from last night tonight already, so already more positives in the game here for the Pioneers going forward.
And, you know, the Pioneers struggling over these past couple games, you know, just looking at the little things. They've killed some penalties off today. They've beaten their shot total from yesterday against Arizona State, and they're only down by 5. You know, they fell 10-1 yesterday. Staying in this game as Logan Satera will steal the puck here, and a shot won't find the back of the net, and the Pioneers will look to clear. Good keep in there by Coons at the right point, and Murphy will fire it back in. Behind the net, Davies will play it up the right wing boards, just out of her reach of her winger, as the puck will go back into the Arizona State zone. Icing waved off. Hannah Coons will play it up to Brydell. Brydell up the middle to Craig, as pass was fumbled at neutral ice, and Pioneers will look to get it in. Battle for it up against the wall right here. Here come the Pioneers. Good move there. Here's a Pioneer cutting in, and a good backhand shot there by O'Leary. And Eatinger got the shoulder on that one. As Fleming will take someone down, but Denver will look to try to maintain possession before Fleming steals and goes the other way with it. Puck flipped out to center ice, and Denver will dump it right back in. Forwards get a change, and here's Benson. She'll play it up the left wing boards, and a big reverse hit there. Wow. As the passes in the slot there, it'll to no avail, be kept in by Denver. Turnaround shot there, blocked by a defender. Here comes Fossil the other way with it. Good body check there, and kept in by Denver. As a pass thrown into the slot by Bourbon. Will go to no player, but here comes Denver, keeping in the zone behind the net. The right wing board. She'll skate it to center ice in the own zone. Try to drop it off to her defender. As here's a shot from the goal line. A good stop by Eatinger. Behind the net, Arizona State with it. Another turnover in their own zone. Kept in by Denver. Here's a shot from the point that didn't find anyone, and it'll trickle behind the net. Throw it up the left wing boards. Paulson will battle away for it, and it'll finally be cleared to neutral ice. A good shift there for Denver, about a good 30 seconds to a minute in the Sun Devil zone. Coons at center ice, she'll skate it in. Hannah Coons looking to go by 1, but a good break up there. Murphy's got it. It's played to the right point. Flipped in by Radcliffe, as it'll come right back to her at the left point. Radcliffe will play it down low, battle for it in the corner to Taylor's right. As it's thrown into the slot, Taylor try to dive out to cover it. The puck is still loose behind the net. Arizona State will get possession back. Here's a turnaround shot from Murphy. Good stop by Taylor. Here comes O'Leary trying to clear it off the boards. Kept in by the Sun Devils. Murphy's got it. And finally a clear here for the Pioneers. Just played over to Lavelle, and she'll get it in deep. Arizona State will get a partial change here as Denver has it in their own zone. Stolen by Craig behind the net. Now Lavelle, turn and shoot, rebound, and a chance there for Craig as she couldn't get it to go. Denver's got it pinned up against the right wing boards here. Arizona State will take possession away as they'll throw it up the left wing boards, and Sophie Fassel's there to keep it in. She'll play it over to her teammate. It'll be off a skate, and Denver will look to clear. Under 2 minutes to go here in period number 2. ASU up 5-0 as a shot from Lavelle couldn't find the net, and Denver will clear. Stick is lifted, and a partial chance here if Denver can hurry, but Craig is there to save the day as she'll retain possession in her own zone. Tristan Craig will play it right wing side, far side pass to Lavelle. Denver at the red line will throw it in deep. Played by a high stick. And touched by Craig, as there'll be an offensive zone draw for Denver in Arizona State territory.
Yeah, ASU's had some chances, few and far between here. After that Anita Fleming goal, again, like what you said, a wonky one, but some sustained zone time for Denver, which has been much needed over these last 2 games here, certainly at Mountain America Iceplex. But
Denver will win the draw and keep the puck in the zone. Now it'll be thrown behind the net. Come the Sun Devils the other way. It played up the left wing boards to Bridell. As it'll come out to center ice, and here comes a potential 2-on-1, but a good breakup there by a Pioneer as the puck will head behind the net. Arizona State with possession as a Sun Devil will take a spill there, but kept in the zone. Got it behind the net. They'll work it out in front, and a good breakup there as Denver will clear. Denver players seem to take a spill there. No penalty called. And Arizona State will throw it right back in. Under 30 seconds to go in period number 2. Pass out in front to Satera. And a stop there. Let's see what the call is.
I think this is too many men here. I think it was Sam Murphy who jumped the gun off the bench. So ASU will get a bench minor for too many men.
Sun
Which,
Devils
I mean, it makes up for, because that hook in the middle there on Moen, that in my eyes, that definitely was a hooking penalty. So the refs kind of jumped on that chance to make up for it, I guess.
And the Sun Devils just shooting themselves in the foot. That's not even really a discipline penalty. That's just being smart. So I believe this is the 4th or 5th opportunity for the Pioneers on the power play. Only 25 seconds, so if they want to score, they're trying to get an opportunity here soon. Arizona State will win the draw. Jarvis will try to clear, but kept in. Here's a shot from the point. Stopped there by Inger behind the net. Here are the Pioneers as we got a penalty here on Denver from behind the play. It looks like it'll be the number 5 of Alicia Sharon heading to the box. I believe it was a cross-check or something on behind of Lush.
Yeah, she just blatantly cross-checked her right in the back. Any game, anytime, anywhere, that's going to be a cross-checking penalty 10 times out of 10.
So we'll get some 4-on-4 action here with the final 12 ticks of period number 2. That'll go over into period number 3. Arizona State will win the draw. Here's Lush at the left point. Here's a slap shot. It won't find the net. Murphy trying to throw into the slot. Arizona State will keep possession, and that'll do it for period number 2. Arizona State up 5-0 over the University of Denver.
Yeah, so shots on goal at the end of this, 39-11. Very, very similar to last night. But Denver getting the majority of the chances down the stretch. You got to be happy if you're head coach John Anderson with that last, 4 or 5 minutes of that period trying to build any kind of momentum. They don't play the Sun Devils again this weekend, Parker. They go back to AZ Ice Arcadia over in Phoenix, cross town, to play GCU. So trying to collect any positive possible at this point here. So we're just waiting on Mahir Sinhansen ice side. Believe he's grabbing an ASU player.
Just keep it here on Inferno TV. We'll be back with Mahir with this interview.
End of the second period here at Mountain America Credit Union. Iceplex Mahir Sinhansen, joined by Anita Fleming. And Anita, 5-0 in favor of your team. What do you like to see? And just overall, how does it feel to be back on the ice, especially knowing how your team's playing in the crease today?
Yeah, it feels really good being back on home ice and moving the puck around really well with our team. I think it's giving us a lot of good momentum, and it just feels good overall. I think the momentum and the energy is just makes it really fun to play.
Absolutely. And when you look at the type of lines you're on, you're playing a lot with Tristan, you're playing a lot with Sydney. You're playing on the second line today instead of the first, but how does it feel to have that kind of chemistry between those two?
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice to start to play with new players. I've been with Ellie and Paige for a lot of this year, and so mixing it up is really fun, and getting to mix it up with different people's play styles, it's really interesting. And, you know, both Tristan and Sid and all the players I've been playing with this whole weekend have been really fun to play with, so.
Absolutely. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks.
Guys, back to you.
Mahir, thanks for that interview here. Arizona State up 5-0. Keep it here on Inferno TV for period number 3.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the second interview with the ASU women's hockey team prospects. This one's going to be a fun one. Today you'll hear from Paige Ring. She hails from St. Albert, Alberta. She played last season for the Northern Alberta Extreme. In this interview, you'll hear how her season went this past season. You'll also get to hear how she chose ASU, growing up around a massive hockey market like Edmonton, Alberta. And you'll also get to know her more, both as a player and as a person. So please enjoy my interview with Paige Ring. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another interview. Today, I have with me Paige Ring. She is from St. Albert, Alberta. She committed February 8th. She's a forward, and she played with the Northern Alberta Extreme last season. First off, Paige, how are you doing, and how's your off-season so far?
I'm doing great. My off season's super good, doing some training. I'm still skating with my team right now, so pretty busy. I'm also working, but it's been really good.
That's great to hear. Do you have any fun plans, anything big planned for until you come back to Arizona?
My big plans are just going back to Arizona, but I think in the summer I'm gonna come down a couple times. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. I mean, we're really excited to have you down here. Obviously, all the media and the team. So first off, tell us a little bit about yourself, Paige. I mean, the only thing we kind of really know about you guys, obviously, from the little introduction they put out when you first got recruited. But tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, yeah, so I'm from Edmonton, Alberta. Grew up in Edmonton. I've lived here my whole life. I am technically grade 13, we call it here. So I've graduated high school last year, but I did a gap year. But with the league I'm in right now, you can play 1 year after you graduate high school. So I'll be going into Arizona as technically a new university student, but won't be my first year of university or my first full year of university. I've been playing hockey since I was around 7. I started by just doing skating lessons, and I really loved it. And my parents saw that I was way too competitive to just be doing skating lessons, so they put me into hockey. And I've always just really had a love for the game. And I played boys hockey when I was younger, and I think that really shaped the kind of player I am today. And moving into girls hockey, it really gave me a bit of an edge, because it's a little bit of a different game when you change. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Thank you so much for that, Paige. I mean, you kind of hit the next question I had, which was kind of how you got into hockey. How'd you get into ice skating? Was there something there? I mean, obviously it's Canada, so a lot of ice skating.
Yeah. Well, my dad played professional sports growing up, and he was a football player. So when I was younger, I kind of tried every sport, but I just had a different type of love for hockey. So that they saw that in me, my parents, and I saw it in me too. It was pretty obvious which one I actually did well in, and that one was hockey. So that kind of just kept me in it, and then I never quit.
Sweet. We know you're from St. Albert, which I did some research. It's a little bit north of Edmonton. So tell us about where you grew up, where you were raised. Tell us a little bit about St. Albert.
St. Albert is pretty small. It's a small little town outside of Edmonton. It's kind of known as the bubble because it's small. Not a lot of people here, but I would say it's a great community. I really love living here. it's cold. It's not Arizona, snowing 24/7, which is going to be a big change for me. But other than that, it's awesome. There's great people. I got a little bit of family here, which is nice. But some of my family's from BC too, so a little bit of warm, a little bit of cold. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like Northern Alberta.
Yeah.
I mean, going off that, obviously you guys have the Oilers there. I would
Yeah.
assume that's your favorite team. But
Yeah.
okay, perfect. I assume so. I'm gonna take a wild guess at who might be your favorite players, but go ahead and tell us who are your favorite players, who you kind of play model your play after.
Well, obviously Connor McDavid's a big player in Edmonton. We all love him, but I also really like Yamamoto. And yeah, those would be probably my two favorite players. Pretty common answers.
I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of Yamamoto.
Welcome back to the Mount America Community Iceplex here, where the Arizona State Sun Devils find themselves with a 5-0 lead here heading into period number 3. Parker Bay joined alongside Lachlan McTagg. Goals coming from Paulson, Satera, Murphy, Bridell, and Fleming. I mean, what does ASU really have to do to keep the shutout going?
I mean, they just got to continue to play the right way. I mean, similar to last night, just Coach Lindsay Ellis has really drilled it into her team that they just got to stay structured throughout. They can't turn this into a selfish hockey game. It can't be point night for the girls out here. You got to stay structured, stay disciplined, play the way you know how. And if you keep doing that through this series and through the latter portion of your conference play, it'll set you up perfectly for the playoffs and, if all goes well, nationals.
Yeah, and for the Pioneers, we've been saying her name all night, Lindsay Taylor, but that's because she has been the story of the game for the Pioneers. 35 stops on the night. She's doing everything she can for her team. I mean, if you're Denver, we got some 4-on-4 action here to start period number 3. What do they have to do to get on the board?
They got to get some bounces going their way. I mean, it's simple puck battles along the wall that they're just not coming out on the right side of. I'd say for Denver, just try and flip the puck in the air and, see if a weird bounce goes a certain way. I mean, we saw an almost scoop and score from, I believe it was Kayla O'Leary, just chipped it around a defenseman, had a partial break in on goal on Eatinger. It's plays like that. ASU is a very structured team. They're very good defensively. They can skate very well, especially their defensemen. You're not necessarily going to beat them with your speed. So you've got to try and just win like those little nitty-gritty battles and plays along the wall and in the neutral zone. You just got to come out on the right side of those, and if that happens, you got a chance in on goal, and who knows if you put one by Eatinger.
Yeah, as we mentioned, looking at the positive, they already got more shots from last night's game against Arizona State. They've killed some penalties. They've done their job, trying to do their best for their goalie, but Arizona State just showcasing how well they are this year as they have the 5-0 lead heading into period number 3. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the final period here. Keep it here on Inferno TV. Back for period number 3. Arizona State Sun Devils here against the Denver Pioneers as we await puck drop. A little 4-on-4 action here to start period number 3.
Yeah, and as a Canadian, I'd be remiss to not announce that today was Hockey Day in Canada all across the country. It was celebrated in Victoria, British Columbia. Also a little Hockey Day in Tempe today. The mullet trifecta is being challenged here. The Coyotes won in this building earlier this afternoon, 3-2 over the Predators. ASU men's hockey won 3-2 over Augustana earlier on the big rink. And tonight here on the Iceplex, the Sun Devils trying to complete the 3-game sweep with a victory over Denver.
So let's see if they can get it done as puck drop, and we're underway here in period number 3. 4-on-4 here for about the next minute and 20 before the University of Denver will head on a 10-second power play. Is a little sloppy play there out in front. A chance for the number 3 of Laura Davies out in front, but Eatinger will cover. 12 stops on the night for the goalie.
Yeah, and that's one of those just gritty plays that have to be won and has to be made by Denver in order to get back in this game like we talked about in the intermission.
So face-off won by the Pioneers as we'll get a shot here coming from the number 19 of Megan Showajek. Good stop there from Eatinger. Denver here, good push to start period number 3. Radcliffe will throw it up the boards. Battle for possession here. And here comes Arizona State the other way. Radcliffe will get it in deep, and Craig will be on the chase behind the net. She'll get possession here. She's tied up by a player. Denver got it behind the net here. They'll throw it up the left wing boards, but no one there but Brooklyn Radcliffe. She'll skate it here at the right circle. Try to cut in front. And she'll wrap it for a feed down front. It'll go out to neutral ice. Platson. Platson with the beautiful assist on Sotero's goal earlier in the game. She'll make another nice move. Here's Platson coming in. And looks like she may have lost the handle at the end there, but nonetheless, a stop for Taylor. Comes out the center ice, Sotero. Here comes Logan Sotero, one of the goal scorers on the night. She'll skate it in. She'll pull up. Skate towards the center of the ice. She'll drop it for Jarvis. Jarvis at the right circle as Arizona State will head on a short power play here. Only 5 seconds remaining on that. We'll get back to even strength soon. Murphy's got it in her own zone, in the Pioneer zone. She's got it at the right wing circle. She'll skate behind the net. Looking to cut in front. A sharp angle shot. Good stop. Rebound. And Taylor's got it.
A heck of a job there to create something out of seemingly nothing for Sam Murphy. She just circled the zone, and Denver playing a little bit of a zone look there, waiting for someone to switch off onto her, and she cut inside for a chance, but on the face value of it, didn't look like much going on there for Sam Murphy, and she's so good at creating something out of nothing.
So here's a shot off the draw. Good stop. Rebound. Look there for Murphy at the back door, and another feed in front. And a nice move there by O'Leary, and she'll take it the other way. 3-on-2 rush here. It's dropped. Good break up there by Lush, though. Behind the net. O'Leary. Lose the handle. Jarvis has got it. She'll try to break it out, but kept in by Denver. The feed into the slot was broken up. And Denver will have it in their own zone. Thrown into the Sun Devil zone. Platson. Losing the wrap there. Denver will keep it in. They'll throw it towards the net. Good break up by Maddie Platson. She's got it up against the left wing boards. We'll play it up to Brydell. Kicked out the center. Denver's got it. Neutral ice. Here they come the other way. The number 24 of Anna Shirley will get it in deep. And she'll play it behind the net. Paulson will play it back to her defensive partner. They'll play it over to Platson. Platson looking to find Paulson. She's got it. Here's Paulson on a breakaway. She's in to the forehand, and a big glove stop by Taylor. Sydney Paulson looking for her second goal of the game, and the glove of the Denver netminder says no.
Yeah, another wonderful job by Sydney Paulson there to get in on the breakaway. But as I'm saying that, we're going to send it down to Mahir Sinanson.
Thanks, guys. Of course, Lindsay Ellis has talked about this series and a lot of players being scratched, both for illness, for injury, a lot of healthy scratches as well, but there are a lot of players just hanging around the bench, including Bree Powell, supporting their teammates as well. So even though they are scratches, they are really big supporters, and especially supporters of their own teammates and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Mahir, as Arizona State will maintain possession in the Pioneer zone behind the net. As it's battle for possession. Plattson's got it at the right wing circle. So try to make a move. And cleared out to center by Denver. Mesenbrick, who had the hat trick yesterday, will play it back to Coons. Anna Coons in her own zone. Makes a nice move. And here she comes the other way by 2. She'll walk into the center ice, right? But a good breakup as it comes over for a shot. And another stop by Taylor. A good look there for the number 16 of Evelyn Olsen.
Yeah, what edge work being shown there by Hannah Coons. Not only did she make a tight turn to escape her defender, she made a pair of moves, both inside and outside on those edges, to create that chance and go 3-on-2 over to Olsen for a good shot on goal.
And over 40 stops now for Taylor in the game. Here's a shot off the draw by Brydell, looking for a tip. As Arizona State here looks like they'll head to the box. A trip on Murphy as she'll check in on the number 15, Lucy Ward, the captain, who she took down. So another look here for the Pioneer power play. Had some good looks on their last one. Still looking to get on the board here with 13 shots. About 51 to go in period number 3.
And Denver's just got to create something here. They got 13 shots on goal. Just get it to the top of the point, get pucks and bodies to the net, and see what happens here.
So Lord will step in for the face-off as Denver will keep it in the zone. Taken by Jarvis, and she'll clear all the way down. Going to retreat the number 10 of Donovan. Donovan behind her net. Forecheck by Jarvis. As we mentioned, Arizona State very aggressive on this penalty kill. Stretch pass there, broken up by Paulson, and she'll come the other way and clear. Broken up there at the blue line. Now in their own zone. Paulson will flip it by 1, and Taylor will come out to play it the other way. She'll shoot. Oh! Shot goes off the back skate of Taylor and almost trickles in as it'll stay a 5-0 score. Here comes Ward, the captain. She'll pull up. She'll drop it for a teammate. Will go behind the net. Lush is there. She'll wrap it around the boards. Kept in by Denver. And Paulson will clear to center. Donovan. She's getting into the zone. Right wing circle. Here comes Donovan trying to make a move on Lush. And she'll say none of that and clear it out to center. Partial change here for both teams as it's played back into their own zone.
Denver was very lucky not to get a too many men on the ice call there. I believe it was Ward who was still on the ice by the bench. Refs gave her the benefit of the doubt nonetheless.
Comes Denver, a stretch pass in the own zone, won't find anybody. Platson will play it back. Radcliffe back to Platz in her own zone. 30 seconds to go on the Pioneer power play. And here comes Fleming the other way with Mesenbrick. 2-on-2. Fleming will drop to the Mesenbrick. It'll just go over a stick. Pulse. Here comes Platson. Platson cutting the middle, and a good stick lift there by a Denver player. Played up to the left point. Radcliffe. She'll play it over. Fleming, right wing circle. Anita Fleming looking to find her teammate. Good poke to keep it in the zone by Platson. Puck thrown back in, and here come the Pioneer the other way. Arizona State back to even strength. Another penalty killed for the Sun Devils tonight. They've been busy on the kill. In their own zone. Here's Sam Murphy skating around with it. Murphy now at center ice. Just Murphy against 5 other Pioneer skaters. Skating in the zone, waiting for her teammates to get in. She's got it at the right circle. She'll try to throw it in front. A good tip there. And Brydell almost found the net. Satura's pass off a skate. She's got it behind the net. And a penalty here coming against Denver. It looks like the number 3 of Laura Davies will head to the box.
Yeah, good job by Logan Satara getting body positioning. She got that puck in a bit of an awkward situation. She turned her back end to the goal, forcing the DU player believe we said it was number 3, Laura Davies, to kind of pick a side, and she picked the wrong side and got her skate, and ASU will once again be on the man advantage.
So power play look here for the Sun Devils. Murphy wins the draw. Here is Radcliffe. She'll play it to the left wing circle. Murphy passing the slot, looking for Lush as she trips along the ice, but kept in momentarily by Arizona State. Here's Craig. Will go over her stick and finally clear. Under 13 minutes to go in period number 3. Arizona State within her zone. Cross-side pass finds Murphy. Murphy will pull up at the blue line. She'll skate out back to center. And Mesenbrick will now skate it in. Maddie Mesenbrick played into the middle as this other power play unit was looking to get out there as the pass will go out to center. Here comes Satura. She'll come in with a head of steam. She'll cut to the middle by 1 and trying to get a shot. Good off a stick there from a Denver defender behind the net. Denver will look to clear. Good forecheck here. Fleming will take possession. She'll play it up top. Jarvis back over to Fleming at the left wing circle. Looking for the backdoor feed. Oh, tic-tac-toe. There's Maddie Platson. There's a power play strike. Arizona State up 6-0 here in period number 3.
What a pass by Anita Fleming. She got that on her forehand side, coming off the half wall on that umbrella look, and Platson was sneaking down in the seam of that box penalty kill formation, and Fleming just threw a laser beam right on Pladson's tape, and Pladson just put that top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Goodness.
So Platson will pick up her 5th goal of the season on the back end as we're 12 minutes to go here in period number 3. But here comes Murphy the other way off the draw. She's got it looking in front. Ooh, good feed there for Olsen as she just tipped it wide. And here comes Denver the other way. Good back check there, and they'll come back right the other way. Here's Olsen cutting it on goal. She shoots. She scores! Evelyn Olsen through 2 as she picks the Denver player's pocket and comes back in the other way. It's her first. Is that first career goal? Yeah, it is. Good point out there, Lachlan. First career goal for Evelyn Olsen. Congratulations, win. Well deserved.
Yeah, no kidding. Evelyn Olsen, the seas parted for her there, and she skated right between 2 Denver defensemen and snuck it low glove on Lindsay Taylor. And I mean, if you're going to score your first career goal at Arizona State, you may as well split the defenseman and go low glove. And you could just see the bench was ecstatic. They knew how much it meant for Evelyn Olsen.
Good job by Sydney Paulson there, retrieving her first career goal puck. 50 shots in the game for the Sun Devils, 43 stops for Taylor and net. Here comes Fleming. She'll skate it right back into the zone. Good body check there by a defender from Denver. Still look to clear. Poked in the zone by Craig behind the net. 2 Sun Devils and 2 Pioneers battling away for it. Fleming will come away at it and looking to pass it into the slot. And a good breakup there. Donovan will lose the handle to the other number 10 and thrown right back in by Emma Compton. Puck kept in by Arizona State. Compton will give it to Platson. Platson looking in front, looking for Compton, and she'll cover in net.
And one thing, I mean, Arizona State obviously without a lot of key players, Paige Ring, Bree Powell, Ellie McKenna, Haley Martin, Jill Ketchum, Carson Hellman, to name just a few there. But one thing it does open up is lineup holes for players like Liv Leavell, Evelyn Olsen and company, as well as Emma Compton, to kind of showcase their skills. And they're certainly playing their way up the lineup here in this series and commanding more ice time.
And especially if Arizona State wants to go on another run like they did last year, you're going to need help from your depth, both offensively and defensively. And without both your captains playing this well is a great sign for this team moving forward. So Murphy's got it behind the net. Sam Murphy will try to throw one in front. And a block shot there will come out to center. We'll go all the way down to the Sun Devil zone. And we'll have icing here with 10:33 to go in the final period.
And the energy is certainly still high for Arizona State. You know, Parker, we talked about in that intermission that ASU just has to continue to play their game and play to their structure. I think they're certainly doing that here in this period. Just sticking to their system and playing the way they know how.
So Olsen, the first career goal scorer, will step back out on the ice as she wins the draw, and the rebound's loose. Still loose. Good job by Taylor to stick with it. Arizona State will keep it in the zone. Here's Radcliffe with a shot from the point. And looking for another tip there, Olsen. Here's Mesenbrick with a shot. Another stop by Taylor. And finally cleared out to center ice. Potential 2-on-1 break if they hurry, but a good back check there by Fassel. Arizona State will get it in deep the other way. Mesenbrick will chase. Mesenbrick up against the right corner. Will try to kick it up top to her defenseman. Good keep in there by Olsen. Evelyn Olsen now at the left wing circle. Try to backhand one in front. Another stop there for Taylor. Here comes Fassel with a nice move, but losing the handle. And here comes Denver the other way with it. Here comes O'Leary trying to make a move there. Good poke. And dump back into the Denver zone. Come the Pioneers. Looking to clear. Another good keep by the Sun Devils. Feed into the slot. And broken up. And Sotero's got it in the slot. Logan Sotero looking for a teammate in front. Another block there. Here comes Denver. Stretch pass. Broken up. Arizona State will throw it back into the Denver zone. As Shremick will throw it up the right wing boards. Here's O'Leary. O'Leary looking to clear. Sun Devils all over these attempted breakouts as Denver will have to reconsider their options. Doherty up the left wing boards. Looking to clear. They do. At the center ice. Battle here as it's thrown into the Arizona State zone. And yet another icing. Lachlan, it looks like, you know, Denver's had struggles getting once they get the puck out, they can't seem to really translate their game from defense to offense that well tonight.
No, I think it's so tough when you're spending like 30, 40 seconds in your own defensive zone, and then you get the puck out, and now you got to go try and formulate something on offense. I mean, you can just see it out here. Denver is just very tired, and rightfully so. They've already played a game today, and they have one more tomorrow, so I really feel for this DU squad.
Here comes a break the other way. Here's Shremick. Here's a shot. Rebound, and there's a big test for Eatinger, and she says no on the 2-on-1 chance. 14 stops on the night for Quinn Eatinger, as we have a Sun Devil skater down after the whistle. I believe that's Sydney Paulson.
And she gets up on her own power, it looks like, as the trainer coming out.
Good to see her skate off on her own power.
Too bad for the trainer. He had to make that treacherous walk across the ice in those running shoes just to go right back.
Just getting practice for the time where he needs to go a little faster. Hopefully not, but
of course.
A little look ahead. Arizona State will head out to Utah while they'll take on the Utes. Defeated them here earlier in the year in a 2-game series here at Moat Arena, where we did our Western-themed broadcast. Always a staple here on Inferno TV, as face-off will be to Eatinger's right, and Arizona State will retain possession. Here's Coons, Hannah Coons. Skate up the center ice. She'll play it up to Craig. Craig with a 1-on-1. She'll cut middle. She'll come in on goal, losing the handle. The poke's at a rebound. And Olsen's got 2 on the night. Evelyn Olsen, back-to-back goals as Taylor poked Evelyn's chance right out to the slot, and no defender there, and an easy tap-in for Olsen.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours for Evelyn Olsen here. It gets her second goal of the night, second of the year. Great effort by Tristan Craig. Her edge work has been so impressive in the 2 years that I've seen her play here at Arizona State. She's so good at cutting in and using her lower half of her body to create space for herself, and she did that there. Taylor with a good save on the first attempt, but Olsen was there to clean up on aisle 8 apparently now.
As Lachlan stated, 8-0 Sun Devils here under 8 minutes to go in the third period. Here comes Murphy. Sam Murphy will walk in, and a shot. Good stop by Taylor. Rebound is loose, and Taylor will cover. My goodness, 53 stops tonight. I mean, 8 goals is, you know, it's a lot, but 53 stops is remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, this just helps Lindsay Taylor's save percentage at this point. Just the more shots she gets on her. And she's made some very high-quality saves. Don't let this score deceive you one bit. ASU's had some high-quality chances from the deep slot, and Taylor's been up to the test for most of them. It's just how many high-quality chances can you stop when you get 58 shots against?
Well said, Lachlan. And here comes Denver. They'll look to clear and clear it out into the Arizona State zone. One-on-one here. Platson will beat the Pioneer skater to it, and she'll come the other way with it. She's by one. Stretch pass here out of the reach of Mesenbrick, and it'll head for icing.
And this pair of Pladson and Coons, two of the best skaters on the team. These two love to jump up in the offense. Pladson more so than Coons, I'd say, but Coons has led the rush a few times tonight. Their edge work is so impressive. Their tight turns in the corner, getting away from defenders with ease. I mean, you can't ask much more from a defensive pairing than that.
So face-off will be won by Arizona State. It'll be Hannah Coons to retrieve. She'll skate out of her zone. And looking for another stretch pass in Mesenbrick as icing will be surprisingly waved off. Utah will come the other way with it. Number 15 of Ward will play it up to her teammate. Comes Donovan skating into the zone. Delayed penalty here on Arizona State as Eanger will cover, and we will get the call from the official. It looks like tripping will be the call as Denver will get another power play look here.
Yeah, Mesenbrink will get the gate. She was just trying to hustle back and get back on defense. She reached her stick, and a lot more stick infractions tonight than we saw last night here. I'm not sure the reason for that, to be honest with you. It's just one of those things within the game.
And if anything, good practice on this penalty kill for the Sun Devils, which they've been doing great all night. Killed off all Denver opportunities on the man advantage.
A big part of that, I mean, you've probably seen, is just the constant pressure up ice, not giving these DU defensemen any time. And on the faceoffs, they've controlled the dot all night long. And when you control the dots, especially on the penalty kill, it just makes life so much easier for the rest of your players.
So here comes a shot opportunity there, blocked by defender. A rebound came out in front for Shremick, and it'll be cleared out to center. Sam Murphy there cherry picking out of the zone, and the home run pass will be picked off by Doherty as she'll get it into the zone. Lusher will retrieve in her own zone, throw it up the right wing boards, and kept in by Denver. This is played up to the left point, a shot, and a blocker stop there from Eatinger. Played up top. Denver. Play it back over the right wing circle. A pass in the slot, broken up by Murphy, and the Sun Devils will clear and head for a change. Taylor will play it up to O'Leary. O'Leary will stop and find a stretch pass there, but he'll hop over a stick and head into the Sun Devil zone. 45 seconds remaining on the Denver man advantage. So Tara's got it in her own zone. Stretch pass to Paulson. Paulson will skate it into the zone. She'll let one go from distance, and it'll miss the right post and wide as it'll trickle out to center. Played over to Radcliffe. Radcliffe will fire it back in. Taylor will knock it behind for her teammate. Here comes the Pioneers. They'll break it out and come the other way with it as the pass will be in the skates and thrown back in. Fleming will take it into the Denver zone. Here's a feed backdoor for Craig out in front. Oh, and just losing the handle on it. A great feed from Pladson to the back door. And Craig cutting from the right side to the left side of the crease. Just lost the handle on it. But here's Pladson with a shot. That'll go wide. Radcliffe will keep it in, but no, it'll head out of the zone. Two Pioneers on it. Here's a chance the other way as it's thrown into the ASU zone. Here's a shot in the slot and a rebound. It's loose. Good look there for Denver as Eatinger is able to hold them off the board. Up top at the left point. It's thrown down low. Now up to the right circle. They'll throw it out in front, and Eatinger will cover. I would say that's one of Denver's best opportunities on the night to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Eatinger's defenseman helped her out there. She was down and out without a stick at one point. That's the worst nightmare for a goalie when you don't have your stick, especially when they're going around the other side of the net. But well done by Arizona State. All 5 players collapsed down below the top of the circles there to really make it airtight down low.
So a shot off the faceoff here coming from Denver as It'll be kept in and a potential chance the other way, but a good break up there by a defender. But here comes Brittany Brydell. She's in all alone. A shot. And she just fired it over the top and wide. Here's a chance out in front. Ooh, Olsen looking for goal number 3 on the night, as Sotero keeping a shot off her own teammate and Olsen. And here comes Denver the other way. They'll look to clear. Clear it out to center. Lush right up the other way to Olsen. Olsen's got 2 goals on the night. She'll cut middle. Over to Brydell. Here's a shot. Good stop there by Taylor behind the net. Here's Olsen. Olsen, shot out in front, rebound. Satura at the right circle, couldn't handle it. And here comes Denver. They'll skate it the other way. They'll throw it in deep. Behind the net. Here is Pladsen. Stretch pass there off target. Kept in the zone. And here comes ASU the other way with it. Full head of steam. Here comes Jarvis. Jarvis has got it. Right circle, behind the net. Let's throw it at sharp angle there, and Taylor will cover with under 3 minutes to play. 52 saves tonight.
Yeah, and 60 shots. This is just a clinic being put on by Arizona State. And I mean, although the result is going the way it is for Denver, you still see positivity from their coaching staff and from their bench, which is always a good sign. It's very easy to point fingers in games like these, and the Pioneers don't seem to be doing any of that.
So, face-off will be dropped in. Puck will be here at neutral ice, and here comes Lavelle the other way. She'll skate into the zone. She'll throw it out in front, and no Sun Devil there. Denver will look to clear. Good keep by Coons, and she'll chase along with Lavelle behind the net. Here comes the Pioneers. Nice move there by Doherty. 2 nice moves. She comes the other way. Skating into the zone. She'll drop it for her teammate. And miscommunication there. And here comes ASU the other way. Here comes Emma Compton. Compton looking. Ooh, good look to feed into the slot there, but right through the skates of her teammate. Throw him back into the zone as icing will be called here.
And you can just see the fatigue setting in. It's been setting in for quite some time here for Denver, and rightfully so. And for them, it doesn't get any better, really. I mean, they got another game tomorrow, which obviously you got to just move on quickly from this result. But an early game, 12:30. So by the time they get out of there, they're probably going to have about 12 and a half hours for their next game tomorrow afternoon.
Well, the good news for Denver is that after that GCU game, they are home for the rest of the season, taking on Rhode Island next weekend. So Denver cleared out of the zone, and here they come the other way with it. They'll throw it into the Sun Devil zone under 1:30 to play in the hockey game. Radcliffe. And here comes Arizona State in their own zone. Thrown up, and here comes Olsen. Olsen with 2. She skates in. Here's a shot. Good pad stop there by Taylor and net. Kept in the Pioneer territory. Mesenbrick battling for possession, as Denver will come the other way with it and look to clear. Battle for possession up against right wing boards. And here comes Craig the other way at the bottom of the circle. She'll skate behind the net. Tristan Craig now. Play it up top. Fossil looking there. Kept in. Craig, left wing circle. She'll skate in. She'll try to feed one out in front of Satura. And a shot here from Fossil. Good block there by Ward. Satura. Battle for possession here up against the Denver bench, but kept in by Arizona State. Craig will drop it to the right circle. Fossil, a shot. Ooh, and getting a piece of it was Taylor. She didn't see all of it. And Denver will clear out to center. 20 seconds to go. Radcliffe looking cross-eyed to a teammate, but she headed for a change. And under 10 to go in the hockey game. Radcliffe's got it. Neutral ice. And here comes Murphy the other way. She'll skate into the zone. Sam Murphy with a shot. Stop momentarily. Oh, man. And the rebound finds the back of the net for Sam Murphy as the buzzer sounds, but I believe this one will still count. So Sam Murphy picks up
You
her
really- yeah.
second goal of the game.
You cannot make that up. That went in with .01 on the clock. So the referees just let the game end like that, a bit of a demoralizing way, but nonetheless, I was going to call you on it earlier, Parker. You said the forbidden S word, shutout, but it did indeed come to fruition for Quinn Eatinger. Very happy for her and the rest of the Sun Devils as both teams will come to center ice and shake hands.
Yep, speaking of Eatinger's performance, we've got the 3 stars of the game presented by Chase Beardsley. Thank you so much. Evelyn Olsen picks up the first star of the night. 2 goals and 1 assist, 3 points on the night. Maddie Platson is your second star with a goal and assist. And Anita Fleming is your third star with a goal and assist as well. Are we getting an interview with Mahir?
I believe we are.
So keep it here as we'll get post-game interview with Mahir Sinhasan on one of the Sun Devil skaters. Lachlan, final remarks on tonight's performance.
Eerily similar to last night, the Sun Devils took care of business once again. They know they needed to against this Denver team. Denver looked fatigued in the second half of the game. We talked about their back-to-back, but Sun Devils continue to stay structured and play the way they know how. And if this is the standard for the rest of the season in WWCHL conference play, look out. The Sun Devils are staying hot here in the desert.
So the Sun Devil players will salute their fans for coming out here tonight as Arizona State picks up win number 14 on the season here on a Saturday night hockey matchup. Keep it here for post-game interview on Inferno TV. So Mahir's got an interview here. Mahir, take it away.
Talk about the wins, stuff like that. Guys, welcome into the bench. I'm Mahir Sinhasan, joined by Evie Olsen, and simply put, Evie, congratulations. You got your first 2 goals for the Maroon and Gold. How does it feel?
It feels really good. It was really fun.
Overall, those 2 goals came in the span of about 4 minutes or so. What were you seeing during those times? A lot of runs closer towards the crease. How did it feel like just getting in towards goal?
It felt very rewarding, and it was also like the bench energy was super good. So every time I got off, everyone was kind of super encouraging, like saying you got to go get the next one, and so that definitely helped a lot to get the momentum.
Absolutely. We saw a lot of Bree and some others really high-fiving you as you came off and going into the locker room. Taking a look at your next series, a doubleheader heading to Utah. What do you expect out of that, and what do you want to take from this series going into the next one?
I'm excited to keep playing with different people and different combos and just like continue to improve. And I think as a team we've gotten a lot closer too, so it helps when there's like always passes and everybody's looking for you. So yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you. Have you enjoyed the win?
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Mahir, for that. And Before we head out, we want to thank you so much for sticking with us tonight despite some of the technical difficulties you have made seen. But it's a pleasure to broadcast these games to you on Inferno TV, and we thank you for your continuous support. So, from Parker Bay and Lachlan Matag, Arizona State picks up a 9-0 win here over Denver at the Mount America Community Iceplex.